Hello everyone, my name is Sarah Ritt. I'm an artist and a tarot reader, and I'm going to go ahead and get started and pull some cards for today and see what our collective energies are. What's going on for us? Okay. So we may be nervous about speaking our truth. That is some of what I'm getting. It fell out of the deck, but it's also something that we are actively working on. And boy, does this resonate for me as well. So lots of sword energy. Swords are air, they speak to the mind. This is a very restful, tranquil energy. Here it's reversed and it feels like the exact opposite. That is not always the case with reversals, but here I'm getting that feeling of anxiety. Queen of Swords speaks her truth. She's very direct. There is a power in her words and her just overall energy. You know, she's kind of a force to be reckoned with. And so often she embodies that, even just the idea of speaking your truth. Here she's reversed. It feels as if we're nervous about possibly having to speak an uncomfortable truth in some way. And again, this is all air energy, so maybe we're a little bit up in our heads. And this is an energy that says, working on it. You know, it's active, it's earth energy. And so there's that practicality and there's that constructive energy. This is an apprentice figure. So I am getting that sense of, you know, with this reversal, this energy this energy is in progress. So we're looking at the possibilities, whatever the situation is. It's making us uncomfortable, but we're also maybe even acknowledging that discomfort. We're also still moving forward with our plan. You know, for some of us, maybe this is an active plan that we need to go ahead and let someone in on information that they are not aware of, you know, ways in which we're feeling, things that maybe they're not picking up about a specific situation that are important details, you know? So this is an interesting I want to say this is an interesting message in that it highlights specific situations that ripple through our collective energy. And this energy, once again, on its head. So we're at that turning point. It's maybe we're even revisiting the same uncomfortable situations that we'd kind of come out of. You know, the words that I'm getting are there's a further reflection here. So this energy speaks to being at a turning point, and also it is tense. You know, it's tense energy. It's, to me, what this is speaking to is the situation that's causing us to want to speak an uncomfortable truth, you know? So that possibility has formed through this tense situation, right? But we're also at that turning point for ourselves once again where we recognize the importance of speaking our truth. You know, it feels, and I think that's what makes it maybe so uncomfortable here, is how necessary it feels to stand up for ourselves or speak out in some way. Again, it's going to be different for each of us, but the importance of really speaking our minds is definitely at the forefront of this reading. Even as it makes us anxious, even as the very thought of it is not at all comfortable. Yeah, some truth needs to be spoken. I'm getting that again. So lots of swords energy here. So this very cerebral. We're in our heads. You know, there's definitely things on our minds. So this energy speaks to truth and to clarity. And again, she's expressing a truth here, you know, and so there's a need for this truth to be heard. There's a need And of course, first and foremost, there's a need for clarity within us as well, right? But also, this does feel like there are situations in our lives where a healthy injection of our truth, whatever that is, our perspective, our emotional reality, and that very much resonates for me, is actually very, very beneficial, you know? So some truth needs to be heard. That is what I'm getting. That is what I keep getting. And again, we're working on it, you know? Whatever that is, I feel as if we are approaching a readiness that will allow us to come forward, speak up, voice something important, whatever form that takes. You know, for some of us, it may be writing. For some of us, it may be speaking out loud. For some of us, it may be getting together with people and speaking out loud. Yeah, there's something important needing to be voiced. Oh, okay. Yeah, and whatever it is, we know deep down the importance of that. Yeah, so yeah, with Queen of Cups, there's a deep knowing here, and it may be staring us in the face, you know. So here we have water. Water speaks to our emotional reality. It speaks to our psychic and intuitive knowing. And the way this feels to me is that we are being called on that deep level of water. There's some kind of opportunity to really face something within us and express it. So yeah, to recap, what this feels like to me is that we are mustering the courage to really speak our truth in one way or another. There's an uncomfortable situation, or just across the board, uncomfortable situations that we are going through, that we've been feeling at odds with, and maybe for some of us for a very long time. And there is a need to really speak out about that. And we know it on a deep level. That's what I'm getting. We know it on a deep level. It's something that maybe even recurs within our mind's eye to speak it. That's this energy here with Cups. But also, again, we're working on it. We are approaching readiness, and that is what Eight of Pentacles is about here. This energy is in progress. The other message, too, is that it may be that the people around us are actually more cooperative or more willing to listen than maybe we know. Because with this Three of Pentacles energy, this speaks to working together. It speaks to teamwork. Three is communication anyway. And then, again, we have that practical earth energy. We have this theme of people working and people working on something together. It may be for some of us that this situation is coming up at work or around work, you know? But yeah, it may be that as we muster that courage to really speak our truths, the truth is actually better received than we even know, you know? So that may be part of it. The other part of it too is that when we are in tune with ourselves, we're able to internalize this energy and feel aligned within ourselves, feel empowered, because then our human selves are working with our divine selves, and there is a really powerful alignment in that. So yeah, once again, we are approaching the possibility that it's time to speak our truth in one form or another. And the situations that we've been in, you know, that speak to this need, they've been either coming to a head for a little while now, or it's become more and more evident that it's time to speak our truths. And we know this deep down, and we have what it takes to express that and to be grounded enough and to be courageous enough to let it come out. And that truth might be better received even than we know. And there's something really nice about that too. You know, sometimes, and with all this swords energy, sometimes it really is that we're so stuck in our heads that it feels as if our truth couldn't possibly be well received, you know? But that's not necessarily what our deeper, wiser knowing knows, you know? So, yeah, I hope that this reading has been helpful. It's, as always, it's been an interesting one. I hope that you have a satisfying day. I hope that however your truth comes out, it is welcomed. And even if it's not welcomed, I hope that you give yourselves a pat on the back for being able to speak it and for really being able to own it, because that's kind of everything in this lifetime, you know? So, yeah. And for those of you interested in supporting me and supporting this channel, please check out my Patreon. Again, I'd love to have you on board. And I will see you again soon. Bye for now.